Sammy, guess who's home? Daddy's home.
What is good? Welcome back to the channel. I'm always ready. And in this video, we got a little bit of sauce. The transformer model has not officially released from NVIDIA yet. That comes along with the 5090 and 5080, I believe, on the 30th. But we got access to it already. That's the power of the internet. So because of Cyberpunk, they went ahead and released it in their game. And so now through a DLSS swapper tool, I was able to go ahead and pretty much inject the latest DLSS into God of War 2018. So what I want to do in this video is just showcase, honestly, what you should be most excited about with the next generation. It's not the hardware, it's the software. And you're going to get more mileage out of the 50 series, to be sure, but everybody can benefit from DLSS for the upgrades it's making to the upscaler, ray reconstruction, the whole nine. The image stability is phenomenal. I'm going to show you that in this video right here. All right, so here we go. I don't know why I have DLSS 4 native. I just mean native, right? It's 1440p is what that is spitting out, all the way down to ultra performance, what I believe is 460. I think I'll fact check that and put that up on the screen. But this is with the new transformer model. And I'm telling you, this thing is wild. Look at the stability from right to left, right? We're going to do some Japanese reading. We're going to do some reading for pretty much the rest of the world in the East, right? Right to left. If we just look at native 1440p in this engine, I'm using maximum anti-aliasing, but ever so slightly, you can see some of like the jagged lines around like the head in particular, like that bald, smooth head. Okay. But as soon as we step down to DLSS 4 quality, that's insane. That is so good. It's so crazy. And better yet still, if we step down another notch to balance, I mean, the stability on this is just wild. Now, like beforehand, I know for a fact that if I stepped backwards to balance, I would 100% feel like I'm losing visual fidelity. But look at what happens even on performance. Now, mind you, 1440p, we step down to performance. Look at that image. Like, this is why I had to put this video together. This transformer model, what they're able to crank out with this is insane. It isn't until really you get to ultra performance that you can notice that the image is now doing a bit of like it's having trouble like reconstructing, but it's like because it's softer, right? You can see like around like the top of the head, for example. You can see over there like by the ears, the image is a bit softer, where even if you just step up to performance, there's more detail going all the way back to native. And quality, man, quality looks so good. But the reason I'm excited about this is because with how this is now set up, so many users are able to gain back performance on their cards. Now, when I started playing this game, I went back and looked at my clips. I was playing on the GTX 1650, and I was limited to using, I think it was FSR 2 when I was playing it at the time. That has nothing on what is taking place with DLSS 4. Now, again, over here on ultra performance, like the power savings and the FPS savings that you get back. Now, mind you, all of this is on high, except for I think shadows. I think shadows are original in this clip. And I hope that you can see this. I'm sorry if I'm not doing a great job with the upload. I should have used iCat, maybe to just like record what iCat was showing. I just put it together and I was like, let's just upload a video as best I can about what is taking place here. But you let me know in the comments, like, do you see the like performance that is taking place? Like you just have to play a game. I'm not saying that you have to be stuck on God of War, but like a game that you have spent a lot of time with. You were not getting at 1440p the image that we are now getting at performance, let alone ultra performance. Ultra performance is a step down for sure, but it's upscaling from like 460 or something crazy like that. It's dumb. Or 640. It's something really low. Okay. But that image, if I had to, like, that image is better than what I was able to eke out on that 1650 laptop. I think it was like a Ryzen 5 4600H 1650 GTX with 120 hertz 1080p panel. And it did not spit that out. Maybe I'll show you what it actually did when I was playing back then, just by going down to like quality or whatever. But this is wild. But if you don't believe it here, it's like, oh, well, you know, this is just a spot, right? Like, I can see the detail in the hair and everything like that. It's not just about this setup. We've gone beyond a still image. I'm showing you in motion. Check out the pecs. Check out the detail on the skin, on the head. Check out the hair, how it's able to present the image while his breath is coming out in this dank cave. All right. So that section you can go back over and over, but watch what happens in motion. Look at that detail, man. Performance on the head. Before we go, look, I'm going to just scale off. Now look at the top of the head. I like the aliasing that's taking place, even though I have maxed anti-aliasing, but the detail is impressive. So let me go back. Oops, my bad. And we're going to go to quality. Look at that, dude. The image stability. It's beautiful. It's so good. Now, you know, if they weren't forcing TAA on us, we probably wouldn't even need this, to be honest. But I mean, what it's doing to produce a stable image is incredible. Man, I'm just taking it in, man. So let's go ahead and double back. All right, let's switch this up. I'm just trying to get as much like detail going in our movement so that you can see how this is looking like scaled. Like this image stability is bananas. All right, let's go ahead and get this down because we got to go find an opponent. Let me skip ahead. Dang, that light is beaming. All right, let's see here. Let's get another spot for detail. So I'm going to just toggle everything off. And so this is the native image. Again, 1440p. Looking good. And now we are going to, let's go to balanced. So a lot of that like flickering off that light is now gone. It just produces an even display. How about ultra performance? I'll say now we can see that softness around the head. It's impressive what it's doing still. I mean, again, my laptop was not looking like that. You know, it's not great at all. See, you can see what it's doing on that texture up there. I just noticed it. So let's go up to performance. Are you kidding me? Look at what happened when we just went to 720p upscaling. That's ridiculous. You're playing at performance and from 1440p and the stability is nuts. So here we go. We're still on performance in this clip. Like the image details. Like I know NVIDIA they look, there's a reason to be upset with how they do, you know, a lot of the business practices. Okay. But what they just did for gamers with this latest update to the RTX cards, it's a chef's kiss. It's a home run, right? Because you have a launch that is already slated to be behind. Hold on. Let's go up to quality so I can show you the difference here. No, let's go off. All right. Yeah. Let's toggle off. Bam. Like you see how like the detail is there, but I don't know, man. Like there's something like crispy about the way the game with the max setting is for getting the anti-aliasing. But now we're gonna go all the way down, so that now you can see like in motion in the fight, like some of the limitation here. Like maybe if you were like on a much smaller screen, this would work. Like if you were like doing something like handheld or whatever, because you know, of course you could kind of scale back. Like look at the head, like look at that, how the light is interacting, right? Like you can see the pixelation there. So like we're getting the limitations of what the upscaling is doing, but it's still far more stable than what it used to be. But yeah, like they know that they're going to be on short supply when they release these 5000 series. So they're doing this to bridge the gap and like get like man, look at that. Look how it just jumped back for stability. Look at this image. You can't tell me that this isn't a good image. Like, could I pixel peep and look for certain things? I mean, even with this, of course, because I've got lossless scaling actually doing frame generation right now. So you would definitely find some artifacts right now. But even with that, I can play this. Like, I'm not even kidding myself at all. And the only reason I've locked it down to 60 is because on its own, I can't get it up to 120 and just hold it. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just go down and then use frame generation to just bring it back up for that experience while I'm playing. And as you can see, I am not able to hit the actual blue spot on that stone at all. Yeah, like we're just panning around so I can show you here. We're going to go to balance now. That balance image. Something is a bit off though. I just noticed like even in that corner that we were just at, there was like some light flicker. But let's get on in here. All right, so now I'm going to show you like just what happened. So I just turned off frame gen and removed the FPS lock. So again, I'm just showing you in certain areas what I'm able to achieve with the FPS. The actual smooth frames don't matter anymore. It should try to keep up with what's just actually being rendered. So that was balanced. So I'm just gonna turn it off altogether. So there we go. Yeah, like we're down to like 80 FPS, but I've got everything pretty much cranked. This spot is awesome. I'm gonna show you something here. You see like the little light flicker at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on quality. Look at that. Oh my gosh, dude. That transformer model, the stability on that light, the image, that's so clean. Now let's drop down to balanced, and there we go. I noticed that just a moment ago, that flicker. For some reason, balanced is having issues, like it's broken. See, look, stable. So good. Now we're going to go to performance. Even performance is stable. It's like slightly brighter. It's doing something with like the light maps maybe. Yeah, Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you know exactly what's going on with like balanced ultra performance. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Ultra performance just got mega exposed. It did like this like square pixelation stuff going on. Or maybe that's the HDR setting. I should probably test that. But that right there, that's rough. But see, when we turn it off, yeah, it's definitely interacting with the light in a specific way. But the image is the sharpest with native, but it's unstable. So here we are with DLSS bringing stability to the image. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It feels great to just look at the screen knowing that you can drop all the way down to performance and get that kind of visual clarity. Now, like I know because a lot of people are showing like Cyberpunk 2077, and that's great because that game has way more going on in it graphically and artistically from that perspective than say God of War is. But what I just wanted to show is an example with something I'm familiar with, like just how good this thing is. So if you're not excited about the 5090, 5080s, and 5070s of the world, and you're an RTX owner, be excited about DLSS 4 because this transformer model, it is a game changer. So with that in mind, I mean, that's all I had to bring to you. Working on another video behind the scenes, but let me know what you think if you've gotten your hands on it yet. If it's too complicated and you look into like how to install it, just let it rock. It's supposed to drop on the 30th, and then it'll be inside the NVIDIA app so that you can just toggle it, force it on from there. You know, no harm, no foul doing it that way. But yeah, I'm excited. So excited. There's so many games that I'm going to go back in, and that image stability is going to be, wow. So I'm going to go ahead and let you peace out. But before you do, go ahead and check out what I got over here. This is a video about lossless scaling and its performance and impact on your system and how you should be using it to produce a smooth image, especially for content creation if you cannot hold a high frame rate for yourself. Until next time, this is AR. Be the meta.